what's going on, guys? It's Luclin here, and I'm here with my boy Dan021. What's up, Dan?
Hey, what's up?
Not much, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
So, I got a question for you.
Yep.
When you're building in Minecraft, all the buildings that you make and the homes that you create and stuff like that, how do you get your inspiration? Where does it come from?
Um, Techniques, or you're just like
Just your all-around inspiration for building. I mean, does it just come naturally? Do you just start building things and boop, you've got a castle?
pretty much yes.
See,
But the cool thing is, I think with the building series, people can actually learn and improve themselves. Like if it's art for them.
I agree. I agree 100% because there's a lot of people that don't understand it, and that's what we're here for. And we are here to bring you the newest series called Minecraft Next Level. And basically what this is going to do is myself and Dan021 are going to be showing you guys little tips and tricks and hints and little techniques on how to make your builds better.
What?
Or what do you think?
Um, yeah, I think it's just like a bunch of different techniques, and people are gonna be able to. It's gonna be easy to actually use it or improve it, and even make it your own. So
Exactly. All right, so without further ado, here's what we're going to do. As you guys can see, we're in a flat map, but me and Dan have been busy. This is what we've done literally probably in the past couple hours. So I'm going to turn around and show you, and here we go now. Okay, so if you look over here, we kind of have it set up to show you guys the different blocks that were used in what's behind here. So these are all the different blocks that we used to build what's behind this wall. Now, why we're showing you this is that, if you notice, obviously in Minecraft all the blocks kind of go together and all the designs go together, but we kind of picked out the same family of blocks, because when you pick out the same family of blocks, that's when everything blends together very well. So you notice we don't have any like orange cloth or red cloth or blue cloth or some other crazy blocks that are out there. So that's what we chose. So what we're going to show you guys now is some stuff that we built as, I guess we'll call them just structures and different types of pieces that can help improve a custom map or an RP map or just a build, all-around build that you want to do. Now, one of the things that I'd like to talk about before we go over there is the way that these are built. They're almost built like, I don't want to say Lego pieces, Dan, what would we say? We'd say like,
well, it's basically like structure that you could like put together to create something. Like, so if you think like you don't have the imagination to actually like create a huge piece by yourself, you can actually just take some of them and mix them together, and it's gonna come together like just by using those pieces together.
cool. So this first episode that we're doing, this is kind of a jungle Aztec type theme,
Yeah,
showing a
that's
lot
why
of
blocks like this,
yeah.
like they were all those blocks were choose to actually make like maybe temples, or of course it's not a modern house or anything like that. It's to create like a jungle temple, you would say.
It's very jungle themed. Now, when the new snapshot gets put into Minecraft with the jungle biomes, then you're going to see a lot of this stuff is going to fit right at home inside of those environments. But for right now, we just kind of built some flat environments with some different things to show you guys how you can build certain shapes, and you can build little walls and create runes and add the vines in and then break the blocks up. We'll talk about all that in just a minute. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and go behind here and show you guys some of the stuff that we've been building, and I'm going to let Dan go ahead and explain to you some of the things and how they're built and what they're for. Alright, Dan, go for it.
Well, right now we have like two pillars right here. Basically, like if you're doing like a custom map, the thing I'm noticing a lot is usually people don't know how to make like a great jumping path or something that could be interesting. But like just in your mind, figure out like you have like some kind of temple, or you have some kind of place, a mystic place, and you actually want your adventurer to actually explore this thing. You could create like those pillars right here, and they could be walkways. You could broken them like into parts, like missing parts of their pillars right here, and people have to jump from one to another to reach some place. A bit like Assassin's Creed or any games you have played like that, instead of just making like a regular room where people with a hole that people needs to jump over it. So this way, by creating like simple structure like this, you can pretty much like increase the, well, the amount of people playing your level, because like good looking maps are always like played more, and sometimes they're even like featured on YouTube. So that's really something you should look forward to.
Exactly. I think that's pretty cool. So what he's showing you here is how to make non, I guess, ordinary or just plain pillars. So as you can see, you can jump from ledge to ledge if you create some parkour stuff to get up there, and you can jump across them and make different pillars. So it just adds really to the environment. It's almost like it's the same thing of game design. Think about this as like gameception. We're showing you how to create, a map that someone would use almost as a game inside of a game. So that's what we're showing you guys how to do, is to create these type of things. All right,
Also,
so
with the new update that's coming, it's like you're going to be able to climb on vines. So if you don't really want to use or make it too easy for people, you could just like don't use any vines on one side and just make sure that they can grow right here. And you could maybe like put a ladder and break one piece like this, so they could get to this height right here, and then use the pathway.
exactly, very cool. All right, so what do we have here next? We have some just kind of examples of a walkway and some bridges. Got a
Mm-hmm.
bridge.
This could be either used like for a bridge or even like a pattern if you're doing like I would say like a temple or anything like on a herpy server or like a custom map we're talking about. Just making sure that your floor is not just a bland looking flat either dirt or rock. Uh, I would say a floor. It's a lot more interesting. It really adds to the look. Also, like you can pretty much like if you're using torches and such, you can actually put them on different levels than just directly on the floor. It's gonna look better.
Exactly. All right, so over here we have the bridge, just kind of an example of a bridge. You could put something underneath that bridge, but these, like, once again, the reason why we're showing you this is we're just showing you different techniques, and we're going to give you some examples in a little bit, but right now we're just showing you different techniques that you can use to improve your custom maps, RP maps, or just your regular builds on servers or on your own single-player world.
Yeah, again, this bridge could be actually breaking down into pieces, and people could jump over it, and it could be a lava pit, just like underneath or something like that, or even a place where there's a mob spawner, and people could actually like if they miss the jump, they're gonna have to fight their way back. Um, anything you want.
Different things. Now over here we have a pretty I want to say unique and pretty cool looking fountain we got going on here.
Yeah, I was just thinking like most of the time when I see fountains, it's just a middle piece, but this one, it's actually wrapped around by some kind of structure, and also if you could actually remove like the sides where it's touching like the natural stone blocks, where it's holding, and just make it so it would look like it's floating, almost like it's magic. So if you're going more for a RPG medieval kind of feeling for your map, or maybe even for your own home, you could make some weird structure floating, and maybe create like some cool place with an enchantment table around.
Nice. Very cool. And this is another floor piece over here that we did. That just kind of breaking up and making patterns. And you'll be able to see all this at night. We'll show you this at nighttime in just a little bit. We just want to kind of go through everything and show it to you in the daytime first.
If you don't use like torches, because you hate torches, like you can use what's them? What they are called?
What?
Lightstone blocks? No,
Yeah,
glowstone.
glowstone?
Glowstone. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. So you can use like glowstone instead. Just like putting them there instead of just putting like the regular block, because it's not very a pretty block. But if it's matching with the ground and you're adding like a half step on it, I think it just blends a lot more
Yeah.
with the pattern.
I think it looks a lot neater too. It looks I don't want to say more uniform, but it looks like it belongs. When you put a torch, especially Minecraft torches, because they just look like little sticks with a glowing light on it.
Hmm.
I think this right here just really looks cool. I mean, I wish
Even like, if you're really good with redstone, they could actually pop out from the ground
Yep.
like instead. Um,
Well, yeah.
you would just remove maybe like the half step part and just put a full block and just like make it pop out. That could be something to look forward
Be
to.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
Be kind of cool. All right, so over here, just have kind of like a structure, in the middle of the woods, covered with vines, and it goes down into wherever. Now, the reason why we didn't go any further here is because there's bedrock right there, and this is a flat map. Just different things to show you guys what you can do to make things blend in. with the surroundings. Same
It's really
here.
it's really neat because like it's kind of hidden. Like if you have enough trees around it, like people could have a hard time actually finding this place. So if you want to hide like some secrets and stuff, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at it right here. If we had some more trees blocking the way, you couldn't find that if you weren't if you were looking for it.
Hmm.
All right, so same with this. It's kind of just, little structures here and there that kind of show you how you can do things, hanging vines, just everything really adds to the environment and to the whole look of the build. So also over here, we've got this. This actually falls down into some stairs there, or you can actually go down into the stairs here. Now one thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about breaking up your patterns. So let's go over here, Dan, and let's give them an example of breaking up patterns.
Yep.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to build a wall. Say I'm just going to build you a wall like this. Okay. And like this. Like this. Okay. Now this is something that I think just making this small change, by doing this small change, makes a huge difference by breaking up patterns. And so what we mean by that is basically like this. Go ahead, Dan, you want to show them?
Yeah, sure. Like if you're using like this kind of block, you could actually just use different, like like those blocks are cracked, so the wall already like look, it's a bit better than the wall on the left. Also, you could add a bit more depth to it by just putting like maybe a bottom part to your wall, changing the shape. You could also like do some design.
Yep.
Like now it's a bit more round at the top. If you take like they're matching, there's matching abstep blocks. Where are they? Right here. Oh yeah, they're not at the same place now. Well, we can use stairs instead. Just you could do something like that.
Like that.
Yep.
And then that's different. Or you can take just what he's done over there and do the same thing here. So let's say I want to take and break that block, that block, that block, that block. You kind of just want to break it up. It's almost just like you would do in a game, a video game. You wouldn't want to have a repeating texture over and over. You'd want to break that texture up completely to make that wall look different. So we would take, stuff like this, but then on top of that, we could do this. We could say, all right, I want to grab some vines and put the vines up there and kind of vary them, make them look a little different. Actually break that off there. Take that one. Something like that. Or we could even break off pieces of the wall. Like that. So I mean there's so many different things that you can do with just a simple wall to make it look better.
If you need like one last example, like what I like to do sometimes is carve like the wall down like one block, or even like change the bottom peaks of the wall like this for a new texture, and usually it's already like producing like a different effect.
It gives it more depth. It really gives it more depth by doing that. By just adding this in, changes the lighting right now, so it adds a shadow into it, which gives it more depth.
Yeah, and it's gonna catch the eyes instead of just like leaving a bland wall.
Yeah. So okay, let's see.
I think you're popular. You're getting a phone call.
I am. I'm popular. Hold on. All right. So before we were rudely interrupted by my phone. Okay. So, all right. So there you go, guys. That's how you can break up a wall and make a wall look different and give a wall a lot more life than just a simple wall. All right. So let's go back over here and let's continue. So let's go look at. Speaking of walls, here's some other walls examples with different types of textures. So you can see there's a clay, basically a clay wall texture with the half block on top. If we come over here, you'll see the vines on it and how it looks around here.
What I think it's great with the clay blocks is it can make a pretty good wall. I don't like when we use it like on the floor because you're gonna get like the squishy sound.
Yeah.
But actually, if you put like something over it, it can become like a great walkway or even wall.
Nice.
Usually people don't use like the clay block directly, but it's gray and it's I think it's matching.
I think it's just another, it just adds into the block selection of what you can do. Like over here, how we got the cobblestone and the mossy cobblestone with the half blocks and the vines. So I mean, it's not hard to do, and I know a lot of you know how to do this, but some of you don't. And as you can see over here, the switch off of the different stone blocks with the with the cobblestone half blocks on the tops. It's just breaking things up and making it look different. It's really just using the variety of blocks that you're given and creating these different walls with them. So let's go back over here where we were at before, and just going to show this area right here real fast and show how it's blocked off, but you can at least see there's something back in there. So you're showing them that there is something back there, but they can't get through here directly, but they can see back that way. So they know to go around this tree, and oh, to go down here. They know that there's something down here. Oh, and there's something here. So I mean, it's just the way that you build things and the way that you do it. But like what I said, what we're trying to show you is just little shortcuts on how you can make those better.
Yeah, so if you're doing a map or you're playing with your friends and you want to hide stuff, but you want them to be able to actually find it, don't make it too hard, like in the way that they need to dig through a wall or something like that. Like they have no idea that it's gonna be there. Like just leaving a small opening like that, it's a pretty good idea.
Exactly. Now this right here, this is just a good way to really just make a portal look awesome. This is just, we call this the awesome portal.
The portal of awesomeness.
That's exactly what it is. So yeah, it's just a way to make it look good. And then if you come over here, you can see this walkway. This walkway, it has hedges on each side. It's mixed with some, the half stone with the, what do you call it? The mossy cobblestones. And then you see the, what is that? The iron bars. The iron bars breaking it up like this. It's just another way to do a walkway. I mean, there's so many different ways to do a walkway, but if you can break it up like this, it just gives it more of an immersive environment. That, you know, it just pulls the player in more.
Yeah, often you need to break your own colors. Like if you're using like green stuff all the time, like you're on grass, then you put like those bushes like this, or you're using the mossy cobblestone, like everything will blend together really easy if it's all the same color. So you need to actually break those colors by using different types of techniques or blocks. Like the iron bars are there to actually just make sure that when you're looking at like the bushes like that, it's not blending with the grass in the back.
Yeah, looks really good. Okay, so then over here we just have an example of some type of like an entrance to wherever it can go, and then back here an example of another area that you can go into. So once again, it's just really just coming up with different types of builds and ideas. And if you see here, you know how he talked about how he likes to add depth to the wall by digging things out? This adds depth to the wall right here. As much as you don't think it does, it does. It adds a lot of depth to the wall. Same with this here between the fires, and then coming up here, and then this.
Yeah, that's often like one of the problems we can see. Like it's people building stairs, but leaving the stairs like a huge stair wall.
Yeah.
Instead of just like leaving something on the side of the stairs, like here you put fire everywhere, so we won't need torches. But the other thing that it serves like to actually not see the side of the stairs. That would be pretty ugly.
Yeah. Alright, so now it's getting dark out. Let's go ahead and let's look at some things while it's dark out. So as you can see, that is the portal of awesomeness here. And we'll go over here and show how this looks. See how everything just kind of blends in together. Then the bridge. And then over here. See how this looks? Looks good. It shows a real subtle lighting. It looks awesome. Alright, let's talk about this over here, Dan. This, what is this, like an entrance, or?
Yeah, this could be like, this could be like just added to a cliff wall or something like that. Like let's say you have a huge stone wall right here in the back. You can actually use it to either make like an entrance, but at the same time, like if you're putting water, you could put all kind of secret caves on the side, or just like hidden chests, like behind the waterfalls and stuff. You don't need to make it that complex, guys. This is really just an example. But also, like you notice, I was using stairs to actually break the look of the flat walls again. I made the opening on the side, and often what I like to do is use either half steps like this. Let me cut the vine so you guys can see better.
There we go.
This one. So you can use half steps on the side to actually create like a different effect. And there's all sorts of block you can try in Minecraft. Often we fall in the in the trap that we just build a flat wall and that's it. We move on to something else. I think I think this is pretty much um, the best bet you can go with using something that's going to give you a unique feel to your piece.
Yeah, I mean, and what he said before is like making a piece like this is just one piece. Now, making a piece like this gives you the ability to really add things inside of it. Like over here, you know, if you were just making a custom map and you had this as an entrance and the entrance was obviously blocked off, maybe you had some piston doors down there that was, you know, missing a switch or something, and at that point, you know, you could create it to where you could have it where they parkour up the side, or if vines were climbable, they could climb up the side and maybe find a chest at the top, or one of these waterfalls went into a cave underneath that, you know, revealed a switch in a cave somewhere.
And you know what most people think, and it's not kind of true, it's like often people think that building something that's going to be good looking or just, well, using different techniques like that is taking so much time. And how much time did we take to actually make this thing? You were creating this one, I was creating this one. I think we took like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, something like that.
It really you know, you gotta have a, and when we were doing this, we don't really have a plan. We just built it. You know, it's what comes to mind.
Yeah,
So, you know,
add block, remove block.
by doing this and showing you guys this video and showing you guys these builds, and also let me tell you guys this: when we're done with this series, like this whole entire flat area, like what we plan on doing, we're going to ask for your feedback, and what your feedback is going to be is, what do you guys want us to build? And I don't mean like particular things. I'm talking about like, let's talk about like certain environments, or let's talk about, you know, certain, like for instance, an Egyptian theme, or a metro theme, or a medieval theme, or a sci-fi theme. You know, those are the things that we're looking for you guys to give us feedback on, and we can create those things and show you guys different techniques on how to create those things.
I think like pretty much we don't need to use texture packs that much, like just to show you the blocks, but imagine like if you were using an HG texture pack, it could be looking even like better. But the thing is, just to make sure that you guys see what type of block we use, we're going to keep it vanilla, so just to show you like exactly how to do it yourself.
Exactly. So we're going to keep it totally default so you guys know what's going on. So let's go ahead and show them. Now, here's what we did. We decided, you know, we built all these little things, and we decided at the last minute, you know what, we need something that it's not epic, but it's pretty decent sized build, and what we've built with all these blocks. So we're going to come over here and we're going to show you the small temple that we made. Just, I mean, literally, we made this probably within 30 minutes. And if you look over here, this is what it looks like. And as you can see inside here, you know, we got these different...
So this could be like the central piece of your map, if you're using, or even your home base, if you actually play on peaceful, or if you don't care about monsters. If you care about monsters, this could be just like the place where you get to your home, like you put a secret passage, like with redstone and stuff, or you go down like this hidden door underwater, yeah, or something like that. This could just be like a central piece to your to your map. If you build it on a server, also like get your friends to help you out. It's you guys can build amazing stuff in no time. And often people are just sending me message on my channel like, oh yeah, but then like you're better than me, or blah, blah, blah. It takes more time for me to do that. It's just a matter of actually improving yourself. It's like the more you build, the faster you're gonna build. And also if you're using tools like MC Edit and stuff, it's very useful. It's a very useful tip, a tool. But the thing is, you're not gonna improve as much as if you're building it like on your own. And this is what's done like without any tools at all, guys.
And also, practice makes perfect. I mean, really, the more and more you build, and the more that you, you know, you improve on your building, the better you're going to get. And, you know, the reason, like, once again, I keep saying it, but the reason why we made this series is to show you guys how to do these things and not really show you, but give you examples and show you how we did that. And, you know, if you guys want, like for instance, you can pick out some different pieces in the comments and say, hey, can you show me how to build that? Then we'll show you how to build that. But I think that just by showing you guys what we're doing here can give you an idea of how to build things. Because it really all depends on you and your imagination and where you can take it. One thing I do want to talk about real fast, for those of you that do not know who Dan021 is, Dan021 is known as Durendal of Ages. He has a YouTube channel out there. He's been a great friend of mine for a long time, and he has two particular series, Medieval Minecrafting and Minecraft Home Design. If you guys have not seen those, please head over to his channel and check those out. I mean, if you subscribe to Dan, you will not regret it, because Dan is honestly one of the best builders in Minecraft that I know. And I know a lot of people in Minecraft, and Dan is the best builder I know in Minecraft. So I really recommend for you guys to go on over there and check out his channel. We're going to be doing this series. We're not going nowhere. He'll be here. We'll be here. This is our series, and we hope you guys enjoy this and like this, and give us more suggestions on what you want to see. You know, whether you want to just see small builds, whether you want to see some big builds. I mean, we will have time lapses. We will have all kinds of stuff coming.
Yeah.
So
I think like the main difference between like the series we're doing right now and like some other series on my channel is like mostly when I see people build stuff on Minecraft, they just show like the end result, and they just kind of like brag about it, but it's not really like the purpose here. If you're looking at a temple over there and you say, oh man, I can never do that. I can tell you, if you head over and you check Medieval Minecrafting 1, it's a legit series where you build a castle step by step, just like what we're gonna do here. You get all the tips, you get all the help you're gonna need, and it's gonna help you improve your style better.
exactly, like unbelievably better. So there you go, guys. This has been Minecraft Next Level with LuclinMCWB and Dan021. Everybody, if you're watching this, I'm going to put Dan's link in an annotation on the video, and I'm going to put Dan's link in the description. Please head on over to Dan's channel, Durendal of Ages, and check it out. Subscribe to him. He absolutely deserves it. He is the best builder I know in Minecraft. Also, if you guys like this series, you enjoyed this series, and you want to see more of it, please give it a like, give it a favorite, comment on it, tell your friends about it, tell your mom and dad. Who cares? Just tell everybody. You know, just tell the whole town. No, seriously. Because we really, really appreciate that. It lets us know your feedback and how you guys feel about something like this. So, until next time, please give us your ideas, your suggestions, whatever you want inside of the comments, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.